temperature. Right
Yeah,
in.
tell us more.
The cocktail is the last thing that I'm getting right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, everybody, welcome to StipeCity, a collective of gents who own the 19th hole. We are here today. This is not something we've done. It's not the first time we've done this, but this is the first time we're recording it and doing it live. We are bringing to you today our Open Championship Draft, where we'll essentially, all the gentlemen here, minus Bergman. Bergman is too important. He is too high up in his company that he could not attend in person. So Bergman is not here. We're going to be drafting for him. But what we're doing is we're going to be drafting our teams of 6 in a snake draft form. And it's fun. It's exciting. We do a lot of betting. We do a lot of gambling. There's a lot of banter. We're not going to do it on this specific episode here, but normally we'll do a background of where we're at, the history leading up to this point, the wins, the losses, the Bergman zone, which we'll dive deeper into. And obviously that's something that's going to be well suited for our man David Bickel. So I'm gonna do a round of introductions. You can just call me Schwarze. Everyone else just calls me Schwarze. So let's do a round. Dave, I'll throw to you.
Yeah, David Bickel, also known as the commissioner of these drafts. Multiple time champion. We can get into it when we do a historical review. But yeah, I'm excited to be here today.
Very steady handicap.
Nice.
Right here.
Oh, handicap 10.4, not very good. Trending to 10.4. That's where I've been my whole life, so at least the last 5 years.
That was a good intro, Prince William. I'm Jules. Handicap 9.6. It's coming down though after I tapped that ass at Rustic last Friday. I have a very specific drafting strategy. I cannot talk about it in a public forum, but I stick to my principles, and we'll see what happens this year.
Okay. Cam?
I'll take it next. Your boy Cam here, and I'm looking at historicals. I actually won the first Open Championship draft back in 2015, so a little historical data there. Since then, not been too hot from the picking of the strategy here, but we're going to change things up. Let's see, 9.3 handicap, which is also up. You used to be closer in the 6 and the 7s, then became a loser. But we'll get back down. What else can I tell you? Nickname Pouchy, Bircho. None of those are flattering. Yeah, I'm willing to give it a good performance, and I'm excited you guys are able to hear us in the pod this week. Kicking it to Chubb.
StipeCity, baby.
Yeah, hey guys, how's it going? So no handicap on this side. I also lose a lot in this group. Probably funded Bickel's trip to Hawaii, but super excited for the Open. It's going to be really memorable, and yeah, can't wait to kick this off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I am somehow a 7-6 handicap, which is very like a vanity handicap at this point. I think I'm still holding on to my Bethpage Black performance that just is really rat fucked my handicap. It needs to come up. By no means am I a 7. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to dive into things. We're going to start going through our process. But first, we've got to talk to you about our partners at Vuori. StipeCity is brought to you by our partners at Vuori. I wear it. Mintz wears it. Cam claims he's been wearing it for like 9 years or something. Like he bought a pair of shorts a long time ago, way before it was cool. So he's an originator. Andy, Bickel, do you have Vuori products?
No, sadly I don't.
Oh, we're gonna Vuori. You gotta get this send us some Ponto shorts. You gotta get some products sent out to the boys. All right, we'll talk about that afterwards. But if you do have Vuori, you know how comfortable and soft they are, which is why they have launched the Summer of Softness. Enter code StipeCity at checkout to receive 20% off your first order. Vuori's motto is invest in happiness. Invest in happiness is their product guarantee. Put simply, love the product or send it back. Always free returns. Again, enter code StipeCity at checkout for 20% off your first order. Invest in happiness and pick it up. All right. Bickel, it's time. It's time to go into it. Walk us through what we're going to be doing right now is basically we're picking our selection order in the draft. So Bickel has a system. Are we going to be doing a screen share or how do we want to do this?
Oh yeah, we're going to do a share here so you
All
can
right,
see.
take her away. Here we go.
All right, so you guys can see here, I got my folder open, the OC, the Open Championship Draft Order. So you're going to see the PowerPoint slide pop up.
PC.
Boom. We've got the rainbow. So there's a number 1 through 6 behind each colored box. Our esteemed colleague Adam Bergman already chose red. I'm not going to reveal that one yet. We will reveal that one, towards the end. But Schwarze, pick a color that is not red, and that'll be your draft order.
All right, I'm going green.
All right, Christopher Schwarze will have the number 5 pick in the draft.
I can't buy a draft. I can't buy an order. God.
All right.
Well, I like the slide up too. That
Yeah, what a moment.
reveals a 5. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
All
right.
you're up.
Who's up?
Who's up?
Cam's up.
Let's see. I like that we're also LGBTQ friendly over here. I'll go top right orange. There's no way you're going to put a 5 and a 6 right next to each other.
Absolutely.
I know it.
This guy's
know it.
strategy. Yeah.
Calls it.
All right.
Calls
Cam
it.
gets the number 1 pick.
I don't know if that
Mintz,
really
you're up
actually
next.
means anything here. I mean, there's like 4 guys that you could pick.
It feels good to go first. It feels good to go number 1, especially after you made that little call right there and nailed it. I mean, that's just it's a great start to your draft.
All right, Julian Mintz, next up.
We'll go purple. Yeah, we're living right now. We know it.
All right,
We know it.
Julian Mintz, number 2 pick. Next up, FC Bumpy. Pick a color. Blue or yellow?
I'll go blue.
Blue, live from the Subaru.
Ooh.
Bumpy is gonna.
I feel like the
gonna
middle.
draft 4th.
I think the middle is solid in this draft.
I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah. I will now reveal Bergman's pick.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, suck it, Bergs. Suck it, Bergs.
Yes. Yes.
And
Loser.
That feels
that
like a
leaves
win.
number 3. Yeah, that leaves the 3rd pick for me. So yeah, we got the order is Cam, Mintz, Bickel, Bumpy, Schwarze, and Bergs. All right, I'll stop sharing so we can move on to the draft portion.
The great thing about this is Bergs is always skeptical about the legitimacy of the draft. And there's no way he's going to accept the results that he's not on this and he gets this.
Wait,
The sad
hold on.
part is he's going to win this draft. He finally has removed the one big problem from his team.
Yeah.
Himself. He's going to win.
There's nothing that he can do. Yeah. It's just.
Wait, Cam, just to iterate a point here, you can see that Bergman can see that this is not rigged because the date and time of modification was 1:33 p.m. You can see on my computer it's 5:17. So 4 hours ago, I had no idea that Bergs was going to pick red. So
Yeah, for the viewers out there, it's this level of detail
that
that
Bickel brings to the
Bickel
table.
is bringing to the table, week in, week out, draft in, draft out. You'll learn to love it. It's robust. It's
Just
thorough.
for shits, I'm going to text Bergs right now. I'm going to tell him he's picking last. We'll get a live reaction on the pod.
Oh, and there's the little fella.
Sammy boy. Hey, do we want to pull up the Excel docs or just locking things in live on screen?
Yeah, I thought that's how we were gonna play this. Bickel also didn't introduce himself as the cruncher. I mean, that to me is like the number
Nothing
one.
crunch.
Yeah, Mr.
all
Cruncher.
right, well,
You have commission.
for
The
the
guy's like
next, I went with the commish.
a human algorithm.
I can
Light
let me
coding.
share.
Yeah, some light coding on his downtime.
Here, guys, I'll share this other screen.
Oh God, now I'm right up here, aren't I?
I want to. It's like when we do those NFL drafts. Like you are now on the clock. I feel pressure now.
What are we gonna say? We're gonna say like are we gonna give ourselves a time limit? Like Like a 1-2 minute type thing?
All right,
Maybe.
let's all keep it.
Yeah.
Let's keep it reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where if we go too long, we lose the viewership. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Ra-
nobody wants dead air.
Rapid fire. And then one last question. How do we have Bergman's picks? Is it just literally in order of?
He sent me odds, so I've got them, and I'll just pick the highest ranking person on his odds list.
What site are you using, Bickel?
I don't know. He sent it to me. It's straight from Bergs.
I'll use the same one.
Send it my way real quick.
You guys can see it right here. You want to look at it?
No, I'm
This is
just
Bergman's draft board.
What a bunch of professionals.
Yeah, we need to do a shout out to CBS, which has been powering a lot of the picks on this draft for probably the last 7 years.
Although I think
The methodology that crushed the Masters is all it ever says every single time.
The model.
Yeah, the model that predicted nailed the Masters. Yeah, and it's like, well, no.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm not winning shit over here. I'm rubbing 2 sticks together.
Exactly. I'm in the fucking Bergman zone based on your model. Yeah, come on. All right, Cam's up. Cam is on the clock. First pick.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like you literally can't go wrong with Rory, Xander, Scheffler. Oh, God, even Spieth is a beast at these Open Championships. But I mean, I want to be rooting for the guy all week. He didn't get to play it because of a soccer injury. Give me Roars.
Goes with Rory. Okay. Okay.
Your most likely first round leader and second round shooting 77. But then he'll fire right back on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
Take himself out of it.
Right.
Nice 78, and then crawl himself back in just for a nice top 10er.
You're going to get 5 points for sure, Sam. So it's a great pick.
I'm going outside of the box. Little reach here. We're going to take one Jordan Spieth. We're going for experience. The guy has been around the old course. He was in a playoff, or sorry, he was one short of a playoff in 2015. Good showing in Scotland. Creative genius on a course that requires it. We're making an early move for Spieth.
And the best looking caddy on tour.
Fantastic looking caddy. Better looking than you, according to him. We'll tell that one day.
Boy, that's a little nugget we'll have to tell. I would just tell it now. We were at the Genesis Open at Riv. I saw Spieth's caddy, Greller, looked at him and yelled and said, "Hey, buddy, people say we look alike." He looks back at me and goes, "Yeah, but I'm better looking."
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, but you know what? You got to tell that with the love. Like he laughed, he made a connection.
That's true.
He didn't shit on you. It was a good
Yeah,
moment.
it wasn't like looking at like, "Hey, moron, like be quiet." He was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? Someone's actually talking to me."
Yeah, it was a good moment.
I don't even think that was really off the board. Spieth was he was number 2 on my big board, for the record. So
What I would give to have a look at that big board.
Yeah.
you claim lots of things. All right. I suppose with the third pick in the draft, I will pick the guy who's been probably the best golfer so far this season. Pretty good record at major championships. I'll go Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler. Okay. Didn't
Anytime
have
you
a good
can
showing.
draft a
Didn't
guy.
have a good showing of the Scottish.
Yeah, anytime you can draft a guy
he
that's
didn't.
so fucking
He didn't.
lost out there that he said he feels bad for his caddy this week, then you know you're dialed.
Hey,
You know what?
Reese.
Yeah. Oh, I cussed right when Reese came on. Hi, Reese.
Well, when I was watching the coverage, he literally started like kicking his putter in like the 3rd hole on Thursday, and all the announcers were like, "Well, that is very uncharacteristic. Like he's losing it early."
Yeah.
And
Lock it in.
I don't know what it
Scotty.
means. It could mean nothing, but the link style courses we're giving him fits.
He's gonna-
Bumby, you're on the clock. While you're on the clock, to the point we were talking about, it's funny or not funny, but like you don't want to pick a guy that just did super, super well at the Scottish because you're like, he just went through this like, mental battle or whatever and didn't win or did win. He's going to be exhausted. You want to pick a guy that's in form, right? Not a guy who's just Scotty Shuffler. So mind fuck.
Everybody out.
That bit of commentary was completely drowned out.
Reese?
So it's a professional
We'll
operation.
edit that in
We've got
post. We'll edit that in post.
Kids coming in left and right.
Yeah. For the viewers out there on future pods, there will not be this many children getting into the mix. Okay.
Or maybe there will. You got to tune into here. Who knows? Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, you know what? That's just who we are. We're dads. We're husbands. We like to golf. We like to gamble. That's just who we are. So just if you're into that kind of content, saddle up. All right.
All right, Bumpy, who are you taking?
Just goes to
Here we go. I'm sorry. Okay, I will go with. He's red hot. Who are we going with?
Oh, I know he's going with.
Yeah, he's red hot. Yeah, you can just keep typing that in. The X-Man. Give me Xander.
You gotta root for Xander to break through. That's one you just feel good about.
Yeah, it's a great pick. I'm not even gonna mess around here. I'm gonna quickly pick John El Hamon Ram. Give me the thickness.
Yeah.
Give me the thickness.
And the cans on his wife come as added value. You don't have to use a pick on them.
Yeah, I mean, God, if he wins and she sprints out onto the 18th hole, whoo,
It's gonna register on the Richter scale.
yeah, exactly. First earthquake in St. Andrews history. A local building collapsed. Due to
Bergs with two great picks, I gotta say.
Just want to note in the early interviews with Fitzpatrick that I read a couple days ago, he's on record as saying he does not like the old course. So
He also doesn't like. He said that he's aged out of links golf. He doesn't like links golf anymore. So yeah, also putting that on record. Too.
This is all just music to my ears when I hear that. I love it. Okay, I am gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the defending champion. I'm gonna go Colin Morikawa.
Great pick.
gotta like that one. It's a ball striker's paradise out there. You got to be accurate, and that guy can do it.
Yep. Like
Hot week with the putter, he could win by a bunch. All right, back to Bumpy. We're flowing right now. We're in it.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I will go with I'll take Zalatoris.
Oh,
Damn it.
that's the four majors guy. His one participation in the Open was a WD last year due to injury, but the man is hot. Man is hot. One thing I'm a little worried about, the wind gusts a little bit, and that like side putter could get blown all over the place.
Yeah.
He could just be pumping it around the course. But
His figure 8 putting stroke might not work in the wind. It's a
but
call.
all that said, and the guy's just an automatic top 5 in a major these days. You gotta love that pick in the second round.
yeah, and to give credit where credit is due, I think Mintz was the first person to ever select him in one of the drafts.
Yeah.
And I made fun of him for it.
Road pick, and it was like, oh wow, stumbled upon a diamond in the rough.
It's really done me well. All right, who's up?
Bickel's up.
I'm up. I was really banking on either Colin or Will falling to me. No, I don't love this pick.
We're getting a
We're gonna
live
make it
crush.
anyway. We're gonna make it anyway. We don't love it. We're gonna take Shane Lowry. I don't like that pick at all, but we'll make it.
Locked in.
I like it. I would have made it if you didn't make it, Bex. He's got everything's pointing towards that being a really good pick.
Yeah, the only thing is that I feel like he likes the flop. He loves the flop, and it'll be windy, but there might be a lot of birdies out there, and I don't think he's going to win like a horse race. I think he's a guy that can grind it out. But we'll see.
Is that because he's shaped like a prized hog? Nice to slop?
He's not winning. it.
Basically, yeah. Basically. Who am I gonna take? I'll take Patrick Cantlay.
I know that was the most obvious pick.
Yeah, we're gonna draft another Yankee. We're assembling a U.S. Ryder Cup team. We're going overseas.
Wait,
Come on, boys.
You realize they're playing in Europe. We haven't won
come
there
on,
since,
boys. Come on, boys.
before you had pubes, man.
Jump on board, Benedict Arnold.
All right, Cambo
Alright,
for 2.
pick for Cam.
A pouch.
I think Cam's sending out RFPs in between picks.
He's grinding odds right now.
Yeah.
He's up there looking.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out why this guy wasn't selected, and there's probably a reason why, but I'm gonna go Cam Smith, who, if this becomes a putting contest, this guy could run away with it.
Reminds me
And
of
then
myself.
a guy who I think is peaking, hasn't won yet, but he's playing on home soil, Tommy Fleetwood.
Ooh,
Okay.
Pauchinho.
I like
2 good picks.
2 good picks. One can note I picked Cameron Smith in the first round of the Open, and he missed the cut. So I was a little gun shy in old Cammy the hillbilly from down under Smith, but I hope he does well for you. Not too well.
There's skeletons. There's skeletons in the closet across the board. Our entire draft is basically who can go the longest without picking Tyrell Hatton. It doesn't matter what the odds say, the data says, like an absolute refusal across the board to pick that guy. And on that note, I'm gonna really reach outside of my comfort zone to avoid Hatton. I'm gonna pick Hideki Matsuyama.
Woo!
Yeah, like as far out of my comfort zone as you can get.
Wow.
All right, the Ryder Cup team has been disassembled.
Dismantled it really early.
Yeah, it's like a sushi.
All right.
And we
Where am I
managed to
going
get
to
through this
go?
draft being pretty PG here as well, if I may say so myself.
I gotta say, this live draft format is spectacular.
Unbeatable.
And for those of you at home, we used to do this over text over the course of maybe 1 to 3 days, and just texting it in, very old school. And so you're really seeing the evolution of Stripe City and where we want to take it. So I hope you're enjoying it.
With the wife saying, someone's at the front doorbell. Shut up, people. Just bitching and complaining that we're on our phone for basically 48 hours prior to the golf tournament even starting.
That's
Yeah,
half
screen
the
time way up during these
Honey,
text
I got Matsuyama. Got him in the 3rd round.
I guess in the
This is
not liking this one bit. I'm not liking this one bit. God, you took all my guys.
I mean, how far does Tiger
battle.
go? Someone
Pickle, what's the point of a draft board if you got to think about it? You should just be bang, bang, bang.
No, because I didn't get far enough in my draft board.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, it stopped around this point. I've got guys that I want, but I want them for value later. Let's just.
Who's the guy from
I'll draft him
ESPN that has
about-
like the quaff that's always doing his draft board for NFL?
Mel Kiper?
Mel Kiper.
Yeah. Mel Kiper Jr.
No quaff on
You know
Pickle.
what? I will take an American. He's never won a major, but I don't know. He's done well at the Open Championship in the past. He's got
Yes.
2 top 10s in the last 3 years. So we're gonna go Tony Finau.
Has he even played this year? I feel like I haven't heard that guy's name in forever.
He just finished. He's on a
He's
little
playing.
bit again.
All right,
Yeah, he's playing.
fair enough.
I mean, he's scored in every major this year. So
It'll be egg on my face when he shoots 63 in the opening round.
Apparently, I think he's played a lot. He's played the Dunhill a lot. I think that always is played at.
the Dunhill Links.
Yeah, he's played every year. But so it could be
I
a
mean-
sleeper pick. I mean, you know, Finau's not going to win, but you know he could.
Oh, he's not. No.
He's the potential for a top 10, top 15.
Look, in the 3rd round, you're probably not picking the winner. You want a guy that's going to score you points. And, I guess that he's got a ninth and a third in 2 of the last 3 Opens.
Yeah.
So
We're entering the
we're
get
gonna
me a
roll
couple
with it.
point zone, and then as soon as we get further, it's the just make the cut zone.
Well, Bumpy,
Yeah.
while you think of your pick, feel free to interrupt me at any point. But Finau put up an Instagram post of his son playing golf. His son can't be older than 9. Easily weighs 180 pounds, and he's probably like 5'6". He just beat the living hell out of me. Just a massive. Those Samoans do it differently.
He's 9.
No, that's just a factual statement. Like this is a big boy, and he rips the ball. I think he shot like 3 under in his junior tournament.
Oh, God.
Okay. I'm going to take a guy that will either rise to greatness or completely shit his pants and be gone by the weekend. I'm going to take Max Homa.
Yeah, I was considering him too. I think the moment might be a little big for Max.
I'm a little concerned by that.
His pairing. Yeah, his pairing feels a little big.
He did go on a whiskey tasting tour today after his practice round. So that guy is loose as can be.
Just getting his mind right.
Yeah, loose as can be.
That's what you want to hear after you make your pick.
Yeah.
The
Good
first
God.
tee
Bumpy,
is around the
Bumpy, I
corner.
like your team. I like your team, Bumpy, so
I know,
far.
I
You said
love
that,
this
and
team.
Bickel, you know what? You said that at the U.S. Open, and I was Bergman zone, so I don't take that one good.
Yeah,
Get,
well,
get your mouth off his ball.
Yeah.
This, I feel like we're on Love Island. I'm gonna pick this boy because I think, I'm surprised, this guy used to be a perennial first rounder. He recently made a move, cashed in with a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Large fella, gonna hit it a mile.
Here we go.
I'm going DJ. I can't believe I'm picking up DJ in the 3rd
Wow.
round, but it feels great.
It's just a high upside pick. It's like picking a 7-foot wing in basketball with the 28th pick.
Yeah, I mean, the guy, his last 4, he's T24, T19, T6, T35.
And kept
I like
going
that.
4th. My God, the depth in golf right now is just incredible.
Oh, Bergs
yeah,
got
and Hatton. Bergs gets Hatton. The auto draft. It's going to pay off well in the British, though.
He's gonna win. All
I
right,
mean,
back
Dustin Johnson at the end of the 3rd round. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I feel fortunate. Let's hope it pans out. Okay.
We'll
I
give Bergs
think
the
I'm gonna
back.
go
He wins this.
4th round. Just gonna do a quick check. No, and it's always hard to do a little research on this guy because he shares a name with an actor.
Will Smith.
He's playing well, Schwarze. That's a good pick.
It's Adam Scott.
Bickel, don't you? Come on, let's keep the
I
integrity.
dropped a little kernel in there.
He was
He
picking him. He was
Yeah.
picking him already.
Integrity there.
Yeah.
He was picking him.
Fun fact, I've actually met the actor Adam Scott at a J. Crew at the mall. And I tell you what, he's my size, maybe even an inch shorter. So not much more than 5'6", 5'6.5", that guy.
Well, good thing my guy's 6 foot, $180. That's what I want out there.
Is that the actor that was in Severance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. It's a
Yeah.
mind fuck, but it's good.
Good show there.
He also has Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Bumpy.
Party down, I believe, as well.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Deep cut.
He was also the brother in Step Brothers.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Illustrious career when you add it all up.
So I feel like this guy has consistently under-delivered in majors.
That's a good.
He's in a big
opening
pairing,
line.
but I'm going to take him. I'm going to take Hovland.
Okay.
Not,
He's fighting
not
his game
terrible.
right now. He's fighting his game right now.
And fun fact, Ping just came out with like a new chipper club for people who can't chip. And he might put it in his bag this week. He literally has an Instagram post saying, I flat out suck at chipping. I'm gonna try this. So
Wait, what is it? It's a new club?
Absolute nails.
I actually bought this club too to shit on myself a few years ago. It's like a half putter, half 9-iron. It's called a chipper.
I feel like, is this, where is that coming from? Oh, that's coming from me. Yeah,
Never too
why?
early to learn, you could say.
I'm getting ads. I'm getting pre-roll running when it should. That was not a viewable ad, by the way, ESPN. So
Want to make good. We want to make good.
I feel like the background information on Andy's picks is pretty great. Oh, you picked Max Hellman. Yeah, he was drinking whiskey. Oh, Victor Hovland. He's throwing a new club in the bag. This is good stuff. All right, who we got? Oh, we got.
All right, David.
I'm up. Yikes. This is not going too well for me.
Yeah, Pickle, your team is an absolute mess right now. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you can't win them all. Sometimes the pressure of the live draft gets to you.
Yeah, it does put you under the gun.
I mean, honestly, if I'm looking at the teams and like not taking like form or anything into account, if you're just looking at like pure players over the last couple of years, if you looked at Schwarze's team, John Rahm, Colin Morikawa, Dustin Johnson, and you looked at my team, Rory, Cameron Smith, Tommy Fleetwood, you'd be like, he has the fifth, me having the fifth pick in the draft, he has the first pick, right? Like every one of his players is a better golfer than the other guy if you were going to play like a match right now.
Well, except for Rory.
Rory and John Rahm, I mean, that's a coin flip, right?
Yeah, I'd take Rory. I mean, look at majors this year. Rahm's underperformed at the majors so far this year. I mean, look, he clicks. He's the best golfer in the world, but he hasn't been clicking this year.
Just have visions of him
All right,
pumping at like 320, rolling up on the greens, 2 putting for bird.
Bad.
Yes, to your point,
This
Cam,
guy's
I am looking at my
actually-
team right now, and I'm like in awe that I have this team so far. On
Jesus,
paper,
Pickle. Who is that?
he's going Team Ireland.
Just so you know, his finishes at the majors this year: 27th, 9th, 12th. Seamus Power.
We're gonna come back to that on a follow-up episode.
Well,
Yeah.
look, he's probably been the second or third, or probably the third or fourth best guy at the majors this year. Fitzpatrick has probably been number one. Zalatoris two. If you go by like points in our draft, and I think Power and Rory are like 3 and 4, right up there.
All right, we're gonna go to Joaquin Neiman.
Ooh, Joaquin Neiman. Okay.
Yeah, we mean business in this draft. I'm feeling good. The Indies are gonna be flying. I don't know if we're gonna do that live on the pod, but they are gonna be.
Yeah, I think for
I should
future
start looking
segments,
at mine.
we'll set aside more time further, you know, and we can we'll do it all in once. You know, we'll cut it up.
All right, Paucho.
All right. Now we're getting into that territory where we really start to grind.
And maybe because it's a live draft here, I'm not doing my normal review of what these guys have done recently. I'm going off feel, I'm going off odds. Oh God. This is not my pick yet. I want Louis. He's normally a beast in majors, and he's done well here.
I mean, heaven help us if a liver wins this thing.
Yeah, is Oost on the live tour?
Yeah, he's on the list.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's on what is his team name?
The Firecrackers.
No, that's
That's
Sergio.
Sergio's team, the Fire.
I think he's on the apartheid team.
Yeah,
One of the South. He's like the Niblets or one of the the South African apartheid.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
Give me the
he now
Oost.
and Matsuyama are same group. You want to Indy?
Give me the Oost first, and then and give me Tiger.
Yeah, where's the luck? Where is the luck? You're taking Tiger. I'm now taking Sung J M.
That's who I was. I was either Sanjay Im
Absolute self-hating
I was
pick.
either Tiger or Sanjay Im. And honestly, I was like, Sanjay Im is probably going to do better, but I was like, I want to be rooting for Tiger. I want him on my team one time this year. And he's playing at the St. Andrews. I love it all.
All right. And I took Sam Burns. But Mintz, do you want a Matsuyama Finau Indy?
I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. That's the easiest.
What do you
money
mean? What are you hesitating for?
I was surprised you even offered it because it's dead money. So I'll take it.
I mean, they got picked right back to back. They're in the same group. Feels like a good bet.
All right. Game on. Bumpy, who you got?
Okay.
We're
I'm going
out.
to take,
Flying.
he's not a household name, but he's absolutely killing it right now on the DP tour. I'm going to
I
take
think I know
Brian
who he's going to take. Yeah, it's a good, yeah.
Who you
Bumpy's done his research.
take? Ooh, no, that's a good point. I was reading up on him. Very
Yeah.
savvy stuff from Bumpy.
It's on the CBS sleepers list for sure.
I've broadened my sights.
All right, I'm gonna pick a major champion. He's only got one. I'm hoping he wins this year so that he can up his sponsorship game and stop playing with Wilson Pro Staff. I'm going Gary Woodland.
Oh,
Stripe City.
Yeah.
Gary D.
Yeah.
Sarcina.
All right, so that means, oh, this is fantastic. This is where Bergs might go off the rails with this. What's happening in my computer? Shit, my computer froze.
Oh, boy. Tell me.
Bergs picks Justin Rose and Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh.
I don't know what to think about the DeChambeau aspect. I mean,
He just hasn't golfed at all this year. He's obviously really good. He just hasn't been alive.
it could be one of those situations like when he won the Open, where going into it, you're just gonna like overpower the course, and he's hitting what, 6 irons, 300 yards. Like, who knows? Who knows? God. All right, last pick. I'm gonna pick this guy because I think Bickel's gonna pick him to round out his team of Ireland and British Isles. I'm gonna go with a local favorite. I'm gonna go with Big Bad Bobby McIntyre.
Yeah, Bobby Fat Mac. He was on my list.
Go Bobby McIntyre. He's got 2 top finishes in 2 open starts. If I can get that kind of production out of a 6th rounder, I'm thrilled.
The Open's all over the map. Anybody can win out there. All right, back to Bumpy. We're almost done. This was clinical today, boys.
Yeah.
We're right
So
on.
good. And look, fans out there, it's only going to get better from here. This is just the warm up. We are at the embryo stage of our content creation. All right. So if you're liking this, buckle up.
We might get to a stage where our fans can actually place bets amongst our draft on each other. That would be something.
Okay. I'm going to take a guy who's also on the front lines of the Live Tour battle. I'm going to take Billy Horschel.
I thought you were gonna draft Patrick Reed. That
Same
was
here. I had a fun fact about Patrick Reed as well.
I was going to pick Patrick Reed, and then I saw he was wearing a live hat on the course, trying to like basically troll everybody. I was like, I don't need that.
He had shorts. I saw that same picture. He had live on the hat, on the collar, and on the sleeve. 3
Yeah.
live logos. Like,
He's
take it
going
easy.
out of his way to be an asshole.
And
Take it-
apparently he's not even like getting sponsorship money from them. He just wore the apparel. That was the article I read.
What a loser.
Which further goes to your point that he's trying to just thumb his nose at.
Yeah. Which is, come on, man.
Wait, Bumpy didn't choose Patrick Reed. He chose Billy Horschel.
Yeah, Billy Horschel. Yep.
I tried to will that into happening.
How do you spell Horschel? Is that it?
I
Is
got
my screen frozen or is Bickel still frozen?
Bickles, but I'm
No, I'm
updating the document.
frozen.
Okay.
We're gonna need a little trip to IT before we do this again, Bix.
Yeah, God, this is such a terrible. No, I'm not going to make that. It's a terrible pick.
Pussy.
God damn.
Gotta say, live draft Bickel, different Different beast.
It's a lot closer to fetal under the shuffleboard table, Bickel.
Oh, I've got a little something that just tickled my fancy. There we go. All right.
All the history doesn't matter. We're a live content engine now. Like, people are just going to see this like from now on. They can go back to the archives. It's fine, but it starts here.
Yeah. It hasn't been great. Actually, he's been doing all right lately. I will continue my run of American Brit, and we'll close out with Justin Rose.
Didn't Justin Rose go to Bergs?
Yeah, Bergs
Oh,
went
did he
auto.
go to Bergs? Oh, yeah, he auto picked him. Yeah.
He went Bergs and DeChambeau.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, that's not great.
Bobby Mack, Bumpy, you went with.
Yeah, you went. My frozen screen is not doing wonders for me right now. I'm lost. I will go. Let's see. I gotta look this guy up because I don't think he's a real person, but he's apparently playing well.
Igala is still on the board, Bickel.
I know he's there's the thought there.
I saw a tweet
but we're not
today.
gonna do it.
I saw a tweet today that everybody was making fun of from the Live Tour. The Live Tour tweeted out a picture of Brendan Grace, who like shot 4 under or something in Portland in their last tournament. And the tweet was like, what does he have in store for the Open? Will he shoot another 62? And it's like, no, he's not in the field. Like everybody was shitting all over them.
All right, I'm gonna pick a guy who's been hot on the European tour, not quite Ryan Fox hot, but next tier below him. I'm gonna take Jordan Smith.
I'm pulling up my. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. We're back in. Jordan Smith.
All right.
I'll say, don't know much about the lad.
I'm going with a
No,
Canucky, a little Canadian flavor for my international team. Good strokes gained the last year. Decent Open Championship results, but amazing Augusta results. And a lot of people say Augusta and the old course, a lot of similarities. We're going Corey Connors for Team Mintz.
Okay. Good player.
That was a lot of grind for a 6th round pick.
I don't know what it is about the Open, but all these picks feel like, I know when we get to this stage, I'm devastated because I think my picks are going to be trash. But the Open, I feel like anything's possible. Like Corey Connors, that could be a top 10er right there.
If anybody has but me, he could be, but won't happen.
Jordan Smith's on the first flight home. I don't know where he's from, but
He's walking home. He's
out of
English.
here.
He's English.
All right, close us out, Poucho.
Yeah, I think I hate it, but at the same time, I kind of like it because he is a guy that thrives when everyone hates him. For better or worse, we were just talking about him. Fat Pat Reed. I think that he has taken so much flack and he's embracing it. And he's going to go out and really try and get a low result here. I don't like that pick though. And I'm looking at my last 3 picks being Ustays and Tiger Woods and Patrick Reed. That's a coin flip.
You guys are going to be shocked to hear this, but I got a good feeling about Tiggy in this tournament. I feel like the golf gods are going to let a little magic happen.
I mean, everyone.
Cam, are you worried? Cam, are you worried about your team chemistry? I mean, you got Rory, who's like Mr. Anti-Live, and you got Tiger, who's basically called everyone on Live a pussy, and then you've got Usti and Pat Reed. It doesn't feel like a good mix to me.
If any manager could bring them together, it's Pouch. He's a man of the people.
We'll do a little whiskey tasting tonight. We'll get the team.
Yeah, the team room's going to be firing.
All right, well, there we have it. You've got the picks. They're in. We're gonna do our indies on the side, but yeah, this is it. This is the first of many live drafts from StipeCity. I feel good about my team. I feel really good, which usually is a bad sign, but well, boys, this is great.
Well, one thing I just thought about, we're only going to have one draft before we actually go on our trip. We're going to draft for the Masters, and then we're going on our trip. That's how close it is. I can taste it.
That's right. We'll have to do we'll have to mix in other drafts too. We're gonna have to start doing like, I don't know. We gotta mix it up. We'll have our special majors ones, but then we're gonna have to figure out something for the fall.
Yeah, maybe for the Tour Championship or something like that.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. But
all right, boys.
boys.
Been a pleasure.
Excellent
Good luck,
stuff.
fellas.
Good luck with your
StipeCity,
team,
go
Bergs.
out there, buy Vuori, code StipeCity, 20% off. Don't forget. And we will see you next time.
All right, boys.
On time.
See you, fellas.
Do your worst.